Boom shakalaka. What is going on, everybody? Long time no see. What's going on? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today we have a live stream. Yes, live. Have not had a live stream, a news live stream in a long time, but I am back. Had a wonderful time in Lisbon. I was in Lisbon, Portugal for the Infinite Man Summit. Got to meet some of you out there. If you guys are wondering why my beard is looking so phenomenal right now, it's because my man Fritz hooked it up with some beard oil straight from Serbia. What's up, Fritz? So, getting into things today, looking at the overall markets. Some up, some down, kind of back and forth. We had some big days for the past couple days. Now, a little bit not so. Looks like a lot of stuff is in red. But there's some big news today. Bitcoin volcanic eruption soon. Ooh, it's a volcano. Okay. Also, eToro says some stuff about Cardano like this. All right. And we also have some stuff about Stellar, about LALA World, about Ethereum, about a whole bunch of other stuff. Let's see. You guys can't hear me? Can you guys hear me? Give me a 1 if you can hear me. Give me a 2 if you can't hear me. Oh, wait. He says never mind. Okay, so everyone can hear me. Cool. Well, before we get into things, guys, just read the disclaimer real fast. I'm not an expert, not a financial advisor, not telling you what to do. I just make YouTube videos. I don't know too much. So, anyways, read the disclaimer. Also, guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for mashing on the like button, nuking it with both elbows. If you want to win one of these shirts, make sure you comment on this video and every other video to enter for your chance to win. We're giving away one at the end of this video. And exciting news today, guys, 5 p.m. Eastern time. I am live streaming with this man right here, BitBoy Crypto. He's got probably one of the most creative YouTube channels I've seen in a while. Pretty cool stuff. We'll be chatting it up later, so make sure you stop by 5 p.m. And you can ask any questions you want to me and also to the crypto superhero, BitBoy. Now, looking at coin market cap. Whoo! Look at that. When I left off, the total market cap was under $250 billion. Now, it's up to $290 billion. Now, one thing I started doing that's kind of helpful is just labeling the market cap in terms of Bezos. So most of you know Amazon.com. No, not the rainforest, the website that sells pretty much everything under the sun. Well, turns out Jeff Bezos, the dude who owns it, he's worth like $150 billion. So really, the total market cap right now isn't that much. It's only 2 Bezos. You know, when we start getting up to like 10 Bezos, 100 Bezos, then we're talking big time. But right now it's only 2 Bezos. So who, still very small. Bitcoin dominance, 44%. The highest has been in a long freaking time. Long time. Now, overall, what are we looking at? Well, Bitcoin shot up dramatically over the past couple days. Almost $1,000 in a couple days. It was hanging around 6,600. Now it's up to 7,461. Was up to 7,600 for a moment. Ethereum broke 500. Now it's back down to 475. Ripple under 50 cents. Bcash is a piece of trash. Hey, that rhymes. If it rhymes, it must be true. That's what they say. EOS 852. Stellar 29 cents. And a whole bunch of things. Cardano up to 18 cents. Guys, when it was like under 13, I was saying, hey, this is a freaking steal. And now it's at 18 cents. Was I wrong? No, I wasn't. So, all that stuff going on today. The big gainers for today, Digibyte, Zencash, and Kin and Bytem. So we have all those big gainers for today. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin in general. Okay, guys. So, things have changed. We were in a bullish market since the beginning of May. Okay, down to the end of June 29th, when things started to turn around. Okay, we saw some price coming up, got to the first line of resistance. So I've been going over these Fibonacci retracements. Now, Fibonacci was a dude from Pisa, from the Renaissance. He saw patterns in nature related to waves. And so he took it, and they're all related to phi, that mysterious number 0.618 and 1.618382, all that fun stuff. But you can just, you don't need to know all that stuff. You can just use a Fibonacci retracement tool, trace it all out, see where the resistance lines are. And it's crazy how this stuff lines up because, on the way down from the highest to the lowest, we have resistance areas where we would expect to see it. The 61.8, boom, we saw a lot of support right there. How about the 38.2? Boom, saw a lot of support right there. And then we go all the way down. Now on the way back up, we see some resistance on the 0.236. Now we're at the 0.382. See some more resistance there. So we're doing that. Bitcoin MACD trading strategy, me personally, just, I use this as an easy way to know if we are in a bullish or a bearish sentiment type of market. So when the blue line, the MACD, is above the orange line, the signal line, I like to put my money in Bitcoin because it's going up. Then when it crosses back over, put it back into a stable token like Day. Some people could use Tether. I still don't trust Tether by that much, but whatever. Now, another thing I wanted to bring to your attention, real fast, before we get into that. As you can see here, Bitcoin is under this green line. This is the 200-day moving average, okay? But you can see it is approaching that 200-day moving average. Well, guess what? Pretty much 5 of the last 6 times that Bitcoin has been under that 200-day moving average, if you buy it and sell it a year later, you're in for over 230% gains. So, decent time to buy for those of you still sitting on the sidelines. However, I expect most of you still hanging around are already in crypto. If you're not, kick yourself in your butthole and just do it. Now, taking a look at Cardano. I was saying that Cardano is pretty rad, but we've got a double bottom forming on Cardano, okay? The double bottom has formed. It has already broken the confirmation line, and it's could be going up. So, double bottom, boom, first bottom, second bottom, now on its way up. And this line right here, this is the confirmation line. When it breaks that line, which it just did, when it breaks that line, which it just did, there's a 97% chance you're in for gains of at least 40%. Whoo! So, big gains. Now you're saying, hey, but that's slowing down here. Well, it's normal. In 2 out of 3 cases, before it goes up all the way, it retraces, which is this little dip I made right here in the pink line, retraces a little bit, and then boom, shoots off. So, based on that, could expect to see some gains in Cardano, but that's just me. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I personally bought a lot of Cardano, but, I've been watching stuff go watch the interview with the Crypto Crow and Charles Hoskinson. If that doesn't make you want to buy Cardano, I don't know what will. Now, on to the news, because it's been long enough already. First news of the day, John McAfee says Bitcoin bull market is coming. Get prepared for a volcanic eruption. Okay, so Bitcoin, $1,000 increase in 1 week. Is this the bull market? I have no clue. 10 such increases in succession, and I will consider it a bull. In the meantime, know this. The bull market is coming, and when it does, it will make the eruption of Krakatoa seem like a meerkat's burp. Okay? Now, I have never experienced either of those, the eruption of Krakatoa nor a meerkat's burp, but I can imagine that, yeah. Because here's the thing that happens. Once it happens, we saw what happened in December and January when people started talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now a lot of people know about Bitcoin, but still most people aren't in it. Well, guess what? The next time it erupts to 50,000 to 100,000 to whatever it is per Bitcoin, people are going to be kicking themselves because they didn't get in at 20,000, and then that's going to look like a meerkat's burp. And what could do that? Well, ETFs could do that very simply. And we know once BlackRock was talking about ETFs, the price shot up the other day. eToro is talking about Cardano. They think that Cardano is one of the most promising blockchain projects. The main point to mark is the newest Shelley project that aims to make the network completely decentralized. So they're talking about Cardano, and they think that even though Cardano is still in its early stages, the complexity of the technology and the pace at which it's progressing is extremely impressive. Now, some things about Cardano in case you guys didn't know. Number one, it's aiming to be blockchain 3.0. So blockchain 1.0 is Bitcoin, which is transferring value. Blockchain 2.0, Ethereum, smart contracts and shit like that. Cardano, blockchain 3.0, which is mixing both of those, adding other stuff. And Cardano is doing a lot of things in the world, banking the unbanked, working in places where they don't have to deal with regulation and all that bullshit, so people start using it because guess what? As soon as someone has a cell phone, they can start using the Cardano blockchain. And you know what cell phone actually has Cardano native to it? That would be the Finny phone by Siren Labs. So, already, but whatever, that's all stuff like that. I think Cardano is pretty awesome. I made a whole video about it last week before it pumped, and now price is up. HSBC is cautiously investigating use cases for crypto. So they're cautiously looking into this area. They're dipping their toes in. There's a use case when you have a token or a currency that's actually useful for a particular purpose and it serves that need. Guys, this is good because when you guys look at cryptocurrencies, you got to look. You got to say, is this something that actually is necessary to be on the blockchain, or is this just another database? 90% of ICOs out there are just freaking databases. Do they actually need the blockchain? Is it necessary on the blockchain? So, but that's different, very different from pure speculation. Right now, we're not interested in that at all, but it might change. So HSBC, big bank, taking a look at things. Barry Silbert, the CEO of Digital Currency Group, implies that the BlackRock CEO is wrong about lack of institutional interest in crypto. So Barry Silbert thinks that we've probably hit the bottom for the year, which would be good news. I mean, Tone Vays was saying down to 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, all that stuff. We don't want to see that, but it could happen. Barry Silbert, however, thinks we found the bottom. Now, it generally takes about 6 months or so to find a bottom. So who knows if we found it yet, but it could be getting there. He says he actually put some money into Bitcoin last week. It's an asset class that's here to stay. He's 100% confident in decentralized non-fiat form of money is here to stay. So a lot of people were looking for a bottom. Institutional money were looking for people to get in. And he says that when the chair of the Fed says negative things about Bitcoin, when Mark Howard, the co-founder and CEO of Oaktree Capital, says negative things about Bitcoin and Bitcoin doesn't move, that's a really bullish sign. So yeah, people are shitting all over Bitcoin, still didn't move. Those are good signs. Now, Barry Silbert, so the CEO of BlackRock says there's zero institutional interest in crypto, which is probably not true. Grayscale Invest, they've 56% of the $250 million raised came from institutional investors. So there is institutional interest in crypto, and it's only going to get more and more. But there are some things stopping people from getting into crypto. And Ethereum's Vitalik goes on to tell us two of the biggest challenges. The first is transactions per second. Now, transactions per second, just in general, doesn't mean shit. Because, a transaction could be an entire smart contract, or a transaction could be just passing a number. So transactions alone don't mean shit. So when someone says 50 billion transactions per second, just blah, take it with a grain of salt. But what can it actually do with those transactions per second? That's the important thing. And being able to bring those numbers up with second layer solutions, things like Lightning Network, like sharding, like Casper and Raiden, and all these different things, Liquidity Network, all these different things that are aiming to do that. The second is user experience, okay? Right now, nobody's going to use something blockchain other than crypto enthusiasts if it's all clunky and shitty and it's just a pain in the butt to use. But once they're using it and they don't even know they're using it, watch out, then blockchain's going to take over. So he thinks that those are two of the biggest hindrances to people adopting it. Fed Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell says cryptocurrencies are great if you are trying to hide money, and he is 100% right there, especially if you're using Monero or something like that. But he has concerns. He has concerns specifically about cryptos, because when you think about what currencies do, they're supposed to be a means of payment and a store of value. And he says cryptocurrencies right now are not used very much in terms of payment. Verge, Pornhub. Yeah, exactly. He's wrong there. But typically, people sell their cryptos and then pay in dollars. In terms of store of value, look at the volatility, and it's just not there. Now, there are many things coming up where people will be able to pay in crypto. You just take a look at the Monarch token, where any retailer can just use their cell phone to accept cryptocurrency payments using the Monarch app. So simple things like that, where people can just do it. Other options like PundyX. It's getting there. We're getting there. It's not happening yet. We're getting there. But a lot of people are just speculatively holding crypto. I'm guilty of doing that too, just because right now the potential speculation is a lot better than actually spending it. Powell also goes on to say that cryptocurrencies aren't big enough to pose a threat. So right now, like I said, cryptocurrency market cap, 2 Bezos, not big enough to pose a threat. So because of that, they're not really concerned about the Fed's not really concerned about having controlling cryptocurrencies. It says the SEC and the CFTC are pretty good at controlling whatever's going on there. They're not concerned about it. That's great news, I think. Other news that could be interesting, expert witness tells Congress to remove capital gains tax on cryptocurrencies used for purchases. So this is kind of piggybacking off of what this dude was saying here, Jerome Powell, how he's saying cryptocurrencies are not really used that much in payment. Well, one of the big reasons is because every time you pay with it, you're subject to this stupid capital gains tax. Did I actually highlight anything? There it is. All right. So when you spend it, you're supposed to figure out how much it's worth in US dollars, and then you pay taxes on whatever capital gains, and it's all this bullshit that's taxes. It's a pain in the ass. Fuck that bullshit. But this dude says, removing capital gains taxes from purchases with alternative currencies, including cryptos and foreign currencies, would be a major step towards leveling the playing field between alternative forms of payment. To further level the playing field, Congress should even consider allowing the U.S. Postal Service and other government agencies to accept these alternatives. Now, I've mentioned this quite a bit, but historically, the currencies that tended to stick around, the ones that lasted, are the ones that you can pay your taxes in. So a couple states in the U.S., you can pay your taxes in cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. So the more that are available, the greater the chance that this stuff will actually hang around. Stellar's in the news. They've received certification from the Islamic Advisory Board. So good news for Stellar. They've been working with companies in the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Bahrain because it's a huge market. A lot of money goes through there. So they had discussions with Bahrain's Economic Board, leading to the company's certification with the Sharia Review Bureau, an Islamic advisory firm licensed by Bahrain's central bank. That's good news because, we don't want stuff like, I remember when Bitcoin became halal, so price jumped up from that. We'll see if this affects Stellar's prices. Last pieces of good news here. Mastercard has the green light to hasten cryptocurrency payments. Now, we saw last week Monaco when they bought Crypto.com. They shortly thereafter, their Visa cards are out and they're actually using them. So they have their Monaco Visa cards. Well, now Mastercard is getting on the scene. So basically, they had a patent that was approved by the Patents and Trademarks Office on July 17th. Basically, what this patent's doing is Mastercard will provide a new kind of account that allows crypto-based transactions to be operated through payment systems used by fiat currencies. So basically, you could have a Mastercard spend your crypto wherever. The new account would connect several profiles to recognize the user's fiat currency account, a blockchain currency amount, and an account identifier and an address. So the transfer itself will use fiat currencies, but it's recorded as cryptocurrencies. So that's the next best thing because getting into and getting out of cryptocurrencies are kind of hard things to do. This is an easier way to get out of cryptocurrencies, to spend them, to make them more of a currency. So then we could, do what this Honorable Powell is saying. Last little piece, just because I always want to talk about these things that are changing the world. LALA World is out there to bank the unbanked. So they just had their first ever loan that they lended with LALA Lens. Okay, roughly about $3,000. They're doing micro loans to help small businesses in India using blockchain to do that. So LALA Lens, with this initiative, LALA has come closer to its ultimate objective to serve the unbanked and underserved population, as they can now provide loan services in India through Rising Straits Finance Private Limited, a non-banking financial company. They're offering loans in two segments. For the first phase, micro and nano credit for individuals, and then MSME loans for micro entrepreneurship. So with these loans, people are going to be able to do businesses because right now, the lack of credit murders numerous bankable ideas. There's lots of people with bankable ideas. They can't get money. They don't need much money, just a little bit. But these small little microloans can be done in places like India, help people build up businesses. So through LALA Lens, we aim to foster the entrepreneurial streak of the millennials. If you want more on LALA World, I did do an interview with the CEO, Sankalp Shangari, so just make sure to look that up. I got that video in there. He's a pretty cool guy, and they're aiming to change the world, doing good for the world. That always helps out people. So that is it in terms of the news for today. Like I mentioned earlier, stop by at 5 p.m. today. I'm live streaming with this dude, BitBoy Crypto, probably one of the most creative YouTubers out there in terms of the name and everything. So 5 p.m. today, we'll be doing that, answering all your questions live, anything you have. Now, for those of you who want to win the shirts, make sure you comment on this video and every other video to enter for your chance to win. There were a lot of videos from the last time that I was doing this. So we have all of those videos and all of these videos and this. So starting with the Cardano video, I think it is. Wait, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, starting with this crypto news video, counting back from there, 1 to 11. All right, ready? Good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody. Everybody. Ready? Brrr. Number 11. Wow, the last video. All right, which one was that? That was the Zcash. My thoughts. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed they weren't fireside chats, they were like island chats.
What is going on, everybody?
What is going on, everybody? All right, so I hope you enjoyed the beachside chats. I had to go all the way down to the Caribbean to film all those videos right on the beach, so, somebody's got to do it, right? Now, good luck to everybody. No. Yeah, somebody says I'll never buy shitcoins again. That is a good move. Good move. Don't buy shitcoins. Buy good projects because they're going to be the foundations of the next new world economy. All right. Let's see who's going to win this one. Winston Sawyer, Bitman Rocks, Z9 Mini. Oh yeah. Maybe it means Bitmean. I don't know. Winston, congratulations. You win a t-shirt. If you want to win this t-shirt, email me at the email on my About page. I will send you a t-shirt anywhere in the world, free of charge. As for the rest of you, if you want to win a shirt, just keep commenting on the videos. If you want to buy a shirt, you can just head over right there where it says, cryptolove-love.com/shop. Buy your own shirt. We have Crypto Love shirts and many other shirts there as well, and mugs and other things like that. As for the rest of you, 5 p.m. today, live stream with BitBoy. We'll be answering, me and the superhero will be answering many questions. And then, otherwise I'll catch you in the news tomorrow. Love you all. Have a good one. Peace.